I worked in a mission hospital in Africa in the 1970s. It was quite an experience because people would arrive by ambulance, dragged along over the sand on these contraptions, or if they were able to walk, they walked 70 miles sometimes.
Dr. Jennifer Butte is a retired GP whose Christian faith took her to Mozambique when she was in her 20s.
I'd said to God once I would never ever run a place by myself. But when I arrived, the doctor said he'd been there for 15 years and disappeared for a while. So I was often the only doctor there.
Jennifer retired from practicing medicine 11 years ago, and since then she's been devoting all of her time to communicating in any way she can the best ways to help people with dementia. And her passion for that comes from her own experience of the condition.
I had the usual memory problems, but assumed it was because I was very busy. I didn't think there was any more reason to it. And then I started getting lost. And then it got worse. I didn't recognise people that I ought to know. I didn't recognise relatives. When I first got my diagnosis of dementia, I thought, well, God, how am I meant to respond to this? My father had dementia, and I understood it professionally. And then having it from the inside, I thought this was a gift from God. And each day I say to God, well, another day, I need your help in it, but I'm here for whatever.
Oh dear.
You know I always make mistakes.
That's all right. Keeps us on our toes.
Each week, Jennifer holds a class to help others with dementia. She uses a Japanese therapy based on arithmetic and wordplay. It's been shown to slow down memory loss.
Sometimes I describe dementia as being trapped inside a house and the key has been thrown away. And one is often frightened because one can't get through that door. One can't communicate with people outside, and they sometimes can't communicate with you. But just as in a house, if the front door is locked, surely there's a back door.
The burn light goes down, it's only long.
That'll do. It's a yellow flower, well done. And I've found that so with people with dementia. There's always a way to communicate. It is not true that there is no way in. The person is still there. When I was in Africa, patients would often give us presents, give me presents as thank yous. It might be bananas or a chicken. Well, one day they gave me a clay pot, which I still have. It was a wonderful clay pot. And I sent it home to England in the post. How daft can you be? And it arrived in hundreds of pieces, as you can see. And people said, well, it's no use, it's worthless. But I loved it. And so I put it together again. And to me now, it's more precious than it was before. It's no good for holding water, but that doesn't mean to say it hasn't got worth. And I think we can become more beautiful because of the difficulties and because of the brokenness. So this pot to me is very precious.
I'll walk with God from this day on. His helping hand I'll lean upon. This is my prayer, my humble plea. May the Lord be ever with me. There is no death, though eyes grow dim. There is no fear when I'm near to Him. I lean on Him forever, and He'll forsake me never. He will not fail
Well, even though it's time for us to say goodbye to the 50s, next week we'll be rolling back the decades even further to 1916. Claire will be marking the anniversary of the Battle of Jutland. But today it's time for our final hymn, written by Victorian philanthropist Anna Waring, who lived and worked here in Bristol. In heavenly love abiding was her expression of the hope and joy of Christ's love, no matter what challenges life might send our way.
For details of organisations which offer advice and support with dementia, go online or call the BBC Action Line to hear recorded information on 08000 560 780. Lines are open 24 hours and calls are free from landlines and mobiles.